Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Adam and Talia World. Now get your hands on me, booty. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Adam and Talia World. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all that fun, happy stuff. Check me out on Instagram. I got a picture showing you exactly what happened. So this is me meeting Chris Jericho. Finally, got to drink it in, man. I didn't get on any kind of list or anything like that. Maybe another time. Chris Jericho is one of my top 3 for sure favorite wrestlers of all time. There's The Rock, probably Chris Jericho, then CM Punk. I met CM Punk twice. I got to meet Chris Jericho today. All I got to do now is meet The Rock. This is a little chaotic. I'll let you know exactly kind of how this went down. This went down at the Barnes & Noble at the Grove in Los Angeles. Me and my buddy got there at around 6:30 in the morning. Waited in line for a little bit. Finally, they gave us the little wristbands and the book. We bought the book. It was about $30. Not too bad of a deal. Then we had to leave for a little bit. Then we came back almost, like say 10 hours later, about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever what it was. Try to beat traffic to get down there. Go out there, hang out for a little bit, and around 6 o'clock, they're like, all right, everybody come over here. And luckily, my buddy is a member of Barnes & Noble. He's a VIP member, so we got the red wristband. So we got to go to the front line. My buddy was in the front. There was another guy number 2. I was number 3, and then my other buddy was in the 4th spot. What I wanted to do, well, let's see. Well, I'll just say, we waited for Chris Jericho, and finally, it's supposed to be there. Supposedly, the VIP people were supposed to go in at 6 and get their stuff signed, and then be out, and then they let all the regular people in around 7 or so. That is not quite what happened. Jericho was having a little bit of trouble. I don't know what was going on. I guess he got stuck in the LA traffic, so we didn't get to go until 7:30. So I was waiting in line for about an hour and a half right there holding my World Heavyweight title and my WWE Attitude Belt because I wanted to get a picture with him holding them out like this. I can't really show it really well because there's a door in my way. Holding his hands out because he was the first ever undisputed champion, as I'm sure many of you know. And what better picture than to have him doing like that, holding his arms out, with me doing like this, pointing to him because he's the man as the first ever undisputed champion. Got a little bit of chaos because as soon as I got ready to do it, my buddy was supposed to hand the guy the camera. The guy grabbed my buddy's book. I'm like, no, not that book. Grab his camera. He was all confused. I had my camera set and ready. It was ready. All he had to do was take a picture, and it was all good. Here was what I planned on happening. He's going to take the camera. I was going to have him sign the book. I was going to put the belts on the table. Check. That happened. I was going to have him sign the book. You just made the list, you stupid idiot, Adam Laney. That'd have been perfect. He got to sign my Funko. That'd have been awesome too. Then he'd hold the belts up, pose, take the photos. It'd been awesome. Go off and then just say, "It was an honor meeting you." I said, "It was a pleasure." I said, "I know you're going to see a lot of I know you're going to see a lot of people today, but honestly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, this means a whole lot to me. One of the biggest moments of my life. Wish you the best of luck. Happy for all the success you got from the song Judas and your band Fozzy." This is what actually happened. So, I get up there, and like I said, the guy, first off, like I said, he grabbed Nestor's book, not my book. I was like, no, grab my book. I have my book in my hand. Grab it. Grab the phone from him because I was, like I said, I was balancing those 2 belts. I was trying to keep from scratching them, trying to make sure everything goes smoothly. As you know, this is life. Nothing ever goes smoothly. So I go to the front, I put the belts on the thing, he started talking to me, I gave him my book, I already had said Adam, so he just wrote to Adam, Y2J, already not what I want right there. Then he took the Funko, started signing it. I said that wasn't supposed to be personalized, so it was just Y2J, I suppose he said. I'll show you. Here is the Funko Pop. It says Y2J, Chris Jericho, got the little protector. I said, and I'll show you, here's the book. No is a 4-letter word. It says, to Adam, Y2J. It clearly does not say, you just made the list, you stupid idiot, Adam, which is what I really wanted to happen. And, and while I was talking to Chris Jericho a little bit, the guy comes up to me who has to take the camera, take the pictures. All he had to do was just go, click, 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 take the photos. That's all you gotta do. I was the 3rd person in line. He was the only person in charge of doing this. He freaked up on mine because as I was talking to Chris Jericho, tension was high because I was nervous. I was excited to meet him. I'd been waiting in line for an hour and a half, trying not to mess up my belts, waiting for Chris Jericho to show up. I was sweating. I was nervous. I swear I lost like 1.5 pounds in just sweat. Just, oh God, is it coming? Is it coming? And people started going, Y2J, and there was no Y2J. So I was super nervous. I said, anyway, and the guy comes up and goes, can you unlock your phone? Ah, you're killing me, man. He was trying to press the code. You don't know my password, okay? Don't mess around with that. If you ever see an iPhone, it's simple. Slide up, press the camera button. This man was clearly from the Stone Age or some time in history where they did not have the iPhone. It could have been as easily as 1990. That's how soon this guy lived in. Because he had my phone. He's like, can you unlock my phone? This went, threw me for a loop. And here. And I'm over here having a badang on my phone when I should be talking to Y2J Chris Jericho. I can't even say his name right now because I'm getting frustrated talking about it. I had to scroll up and do all this. Mind you, like I said before, I gave the man the phone exactly like it needed to be. All he had to do was, once again, say it with me, people, click, click, click. That's all you gotta do. That guy should be fired, immediately kicked out. I'm gonna find that bald guy at Barnes & Noble. Hey, you're out. You made my list. So, let's say he threw me for a loop. Before I knew it, like I said, Chris Jericho had signed my book. Once again, it says, to Adam, Y2J. That is not what I wanted. And he signed my Funko, and I was just like, and then before I knew it, then he finally goes, oh, okay, this is how you use the phone. Then like took the photos. Like I said, I'll show you the photos right here. So there I was posing with Y2J Chris Jericho. I said, also you had to do it on the other side of the table, which stinks because you can't really get close to him. And I said, so I just had to go like, yeah, rock on. It was still cool to see him, but it did not go as planned. And at the very end, I was just like, I'm so happy for your success with Fozzy and Judas. And, oh, thanks. Shook his hand and then kicked me to the curb. I'm out. It was a cool experience. It was a nice day off from work. I don't know. It was just kind of like the AJ Lee signing. I said they get you in, get you out, get you in, get you out. And like I didn't. Before you realize what happened, you're building up like, oh God. If you're like me, if you're an overthinker like me, you just, okay, what can happen? What can happen? You try to plan out everything. You cannot plan out everything. You just gotta go with the flow. No matter what you try to do, because as soon you get, like I said, I had it planned down to the T. Everything was perfect. Only thing I was relying on was this guy to just take a photo with my camera. That's all he had to do, and he couldn't do that. He's a freaking moron and an idiot, and I hate him forever now because of that. Not trying to sound bitter, but you screwed up everything, buddy. I got there at 6:30 in the morning. I had to wake up at 6 o'clock. I had to wake up before 6 o'clock. My buddy came to pick me up at 6 o'clock. And this guy screwed it all up with not knowing how to do, let's say it again, people, click, click, click. So, yeah. Kind of ruined everything for me because that freaking dummy. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoyed the venting of my part. It was still cool. Like I said, I got to meet Chris Jericho. I just, oh man, it drives me crazy. Like I said, I don't know where to start. You heard my rant already. That's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that fun, happy stuff. Tell me if you've had an experience with the Chris Jericho. Let's say he's going around doing his book. Like I said, this is the book. No is a 4-letter word. This is his 4th book. I have not read any of his books yet, even though I'm a huge fan, because I'm not a huge fan of reading. But since I bought this one, I'm going to try my best to read it. I'll let you know what I think. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. Do all that fun, happy stuff. Peace.